If you turn this video at one point off, then please tell me what the reason was so that I can improve. Otherwise, hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn the Roman Empire studies, Roman Empire science. And after we've done it, we're going to do shoulder impingement training. And if you participate in the shoulder impingement training, then it's at your own risk. And today in the Roman Empire studies, Romulus and Remus. No, and I don't have a proper name for Roman Empire studies. Romanology is the study of Romania. So I don't know what to use. So far, Roman Empire studies. The story of Romulus and Remus tells how twin boys grew up to build the foundation of the mighty city of Rome. So there's a story of Romulus and Remus, two people, two little children, two twins. And they then grew up and made the foundation of the city Rome in Italy. Versions of the myth were written by many of the greatest Roman writers, such as Livy, Plutarch, and Virgil. So there were people living during the Roman times who wrote different versions of the story of Romulus and Remus, how they founded Rome. According to the legend, Romulus and Remus were descendants of the hero Aeneas. They were the sons of a princess and the war god Mars. Okay, the Romans had the god of war, and that was Mars. The planet Mars is named after that war god. And Mars, according to the story, had these two children together with a princess. And they were also the descendants of Aeneas. As babies, the twin boys were cast out by their evil great uncle, who had stolen the king's crown from their grandfather. Okay, the uncle had stolen the crown from their grandfather. And their great uncle, the brother of the grandfather, yes, and I said, had the right to, had the ability to outcast them because he had now the crown. The great uncle was the brother of the grandfather. I think if I have it right, if I calculated it well. That means he had stolen the crown. He was the king. And that is why he had the ability to outcast them, according to the story. They survived because she-wolf, so a female wolf, I think, or something else, found them and let them drink her milk. A bird also fed them by placing crumbs in their mouth. So the story tells, which, for example, Livy, Plutarch, and Virgil have written about the founding of Rome, that the brother who had gotten the crown from the other brother outcasted them. They were the children of God, the Mars god, of God the Mars, of Mars the god, and of a princess, and they were descendants of Aeneas. They were outcasted, and a female wolf then fed them with milk, and also was a raven bringing them, or bird bringing them crumbs of bread, according to the story. The Roman legend of Romulus and Remus may have been the inspiration for the Tarzan story. In both cases, abandoned infants were brought up by animals. The Tarzan story is, there are certainly also different versions, but it is that someone has a plane crash in a jungle area or somewhere, and just the child, a little baby survives, and that little baby is then also raised by wolves. When the twins grew up, they overthrew their wicked uncle, restoring their father to his rightful throne. Somehow, after having grown up, after having been fed by a female wolf and a bird, they overthrew their evil uncle, or their wicked uncle, and their father, who was the son of their grandfather, came again onto the throne. Of what country? Rome wasn't built. Okay. The twins built a new city on the spot where they had been rescued by the she-wolf, by the female wolf. However, they quarreled about who should be ruler of the city. And now, according to the story, Romulus killed Remus. Okay, at the place where they can remember that they were, maybe they lived there until they actually got an order, and at the place where they were held by a female wolf, they founded now the city, Rome, and they wasn't so sure who should be the ruler, and that They quarreled, and according to the story, Romulus killed Remus, and Romulus founded the city Rome. Romulus became king of the new city and named it Rome after himself. The new city had too many men and not enough women, according to the story, I think. Romulus hatched a plot whereby he held a great celebration and invited neighboring communities, then captured all the women. Now, I don't know, there are maybe a few historic facts, but now what we tell here are things there is evidence for, I think. Now, what is told here, I don't know if that is not part of the stories told by Liebe Putrag and Virgil, which are also part of our stories told, or if a part of our stories told, which are part of our stories told, or for which evidence is present. Okay, the story tells now that there were some reasons only men living in the town, and they invited all the neighboring communities in, and then they were for some reason all women, and then kept them, according to the story. Romulus built a strong army to defend Rome from attacks by local tribes. He brought about a 40-year period of peace inside Rome. But again, I don't know at what point we are going to the historic points, for which evidence is present. Okay, Romulus built a strong army, defended Rome, and brought around 40 years peace. One day, Romulus was surrounded by a storm cloud and taken up to heaven, where he became a god. Okay, we have the story. So, after these 40 years of peace, then suddenly a big storm cloud came and brought him up to heaven, like a tornado, up to heaven, but there he became a god. He did not die, he became a god, according to the story. I don't know if there's evidence for it. You can still see the ruins of the mighty ancient city of Rome in the modern-day Italian capital. The huge round amphitheater called the Colosseum overshadows the impressive central square of Rome. The thing is, many of the buildings which were built 2,500 years ago for the Romans are still standing today, mostly and at least partly in ruins, in the capital of Italy, which is today Rome. So at the same place where 2,000 years ago the Romans had a city is today a big city. Rome had very much declined to the medieval times, but it is today very powerful. It's a very big city in Italy. It's the capital of Italy and also Europe and worldwide. It's a very big city. Okay, that was Romulus and Remus. In short, they too were expelled, raised by a wolf and a bird, came back, had the power to get their power to become the new king. They founded a new city for some reason. They founded a new city, and that one killed the other one because they were quarreling, and that is the mythology story of how the Roman city came about. That was the Roman Empire Studies part. If you were here for Roman Empire Studies, you can go to the next part of Roman Empire Studies, where we will go over that all again and try to make a presentation about the Romulus and Remus legend on myth. If you stay here and participate in the short impingement training, then it's relatively harmless. Just go to stable state, and we do short steps. Break with shorts up. And now in front, up, back, down. And now long arms with strong fists, as far back with the shoulders as you can. High up, front, down, and up, back, down, front, up, back, and legs wide apart, a bit down into the knees, hinge forward with a straight back, let the arms hang, pinch the scapulars together. Make fists and lift the arms up and pinch the scapulars together. The accelerating motorcyclist exercise. Arms down and make a round back. Turn the arms to the inside, the arms high up and together. Straighten up, bring the shoulders down and together. So the arms high up and together, shoulders down and together. The shoulders into the rib cage. And gradually. Now the world lifter. Good in still stance, long arms, strong fists, shoulders down into the rib cage and together. The arms to the inside. The arms to the outside, shoulders down and together. Arms to the inside, shoulders down and together. And arms on the outside, shoulders down. Gradually release. Arms to the sides, the fists a bit in front, arms in front, shoulders back. Arms back, shoulders up. And arms in front, shoulders together. Arms back, shoulders up. And gradually release. And now shrug the arms up. Do this not if you feel pain while doing that. Shrug shoulders up and release all down. Again the arms up. Shoulders up and all down. The pretzel curl, arms together, a bit down and to the side. And now with sundial. You can use the sock or something else. Have it with a long arm if you're outside. Let it fall down. Try to catch it again. And on the other side. Let it fall down. And try to catch it again. And now we're stretching the elephant trunk. One arm in front. Shoulders back and down. Pull the arm in. Have the fingers. Right, relax the arm. Go it back to the shoulder. Then the palm up to the sky. And the other arm in front, shoulder back, down, pull the arm and have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, turn the palm into the sky. And relax. That was the shoulder impingement training. I thank you very much and until next time.